I'm going to show you how to calculate the percentage difference between a value and a previous value. Let's say that we have this scenario where we have a table with data that represents a breakdown by month of the orders that we had for our online store. So we have the data for the past 6 months, and we want to calculate what is the difference between a month and its previous month. So we would like to see how much did we increase our sales, or how much did our sales decrease from one month to another. And I'm going to show you two formulas that you can use to calculate this. First, I'm going to start with my favorite one. What you want to do is you want to go to a cell that we're going to use to insert our formula, and then we're going to drag it down to all the other months. So we're going to go to the first month that is available, which is C3, that is May 2020, and we're going to hit equal. We're going to select the number of orders that we had in May. We're going to divide that by the number of orders that we had in April, which is 22, and then we're going to subtract 1 from this calculation, and when we hit enter, we get this decimal point value, minus 0.5. This is not formatted correctly, so to format it as a percentage, we're going to go to the Home tab, and under the number group over here, we're going to select percent style, and when we hit that button, we can see that our value has been formatted correctly. And now we can check if the data is correct. In May we had 11 orders, and in April we had 22 orders. 11 is half of 22. This means that indeed we had a 50% decrease in our sales. I'm going to drag this formula down so we have the percentage difference calculated for all the data that we have. To do this, we're going to go to the bottom right corner of the cell until the cursor changes to this black cross, and we're going to drag it down until the last row that we have with data. Okay, and now we have the percentage difference calculated for all the months that we have. To calculate if this is correct, in September we had 20 orders, in August we had 30 orders. Indeed, this is a 30% decrease. In August we had 30 orders, and in July 27, this is a 11% increase, so our formula is correct. Next, let me show you another way to calculate this. What you have to do is as well go to C3 in here, hit equal, and now this is a little bit more complicated, but is pretty simple as well. You have to open a set of parentheses. You have to select the most recent month in your calculation. In our case, we want to calculate the difference between May 2020 and April 2020, so we're going to select May 2020. You want to subtract from this value the value of the previous month, which is 22. You want to close your parentheses, hit slash, and select the value for April 2020. So what this formula does, it takes the difference between the most recent month and the previous month, and it divides it by the value that we had on the previous month. And when we hit enter, we obtain the same minus 0.5 result, and when we format it correctly, we have our 50% decrease between May and April. And when we drag this value down, we can see that we obtain the same results. Okay, this is how you calculate the percentage difference between 2 months. If you've learned something new, please hit the like button, and if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below.